Hi guys, this is Joey. I'm going to give a quick life update. Wow, those blinds look terrible. You can see the broken down angels in the background. That's better. Well, one big thing has changed in my life recently, and that is I switched jobs, and it has made a world of difference for me. I feel a lot less depressed, a lot more respected, and I think maybe that's something, I don't know. I'm just talking on my ass here, but maybe I know men specifically kind of need to have that feeling of respect, and I don't make a ton of money coming into the education field, but just feeling seen and heard. I know I'm getting a little sensitive here, guys, but it really helps. And I'm not blaming the specific workplace. I'm just talking about the right fit for a company, and the right fit for me is clearly this new school is a much better place for me. Now, at the last one, I felt like I can go into work and leave and not talk to anybody. I was practically invisible. This new job is a lot more work. It's a lot more responsibility. It's a lot more stress. And yet I feel better because I have that, clocking out. There's someone who's always says, "Goodbye, Joseph." And it's just like, whoa. It like almost made me emotional. And I'm like, why? Why? And it just, as human beings, as social creatures, you need that kind of connection. You want someone to see what you're doing, the work that you do, and to have someone come in and watch you teach, in my experience as a teacher, it means a lot. I really love that. People are like, "Oh, I hope no one watches me." Like, I love it. Especially when you come in with an open mind, you come in to learn and also critique when it's, done in with good intentions, from people you can trust, from people you could be vulnerable with. And that's something I feel like I have. And so I feel like I'm getting healthier now. I will say that you have to keep in mind that I am kind of a freaking idiot, okay? And I mean that. That's not a joke. So, long story short, it's been a lot of stress. I've also had to paint my house during the weekend, and I've been getting really sick off the medicine lately, so I kind of took a break from taking it. Yeah, please don't get mad. This is not to be followed. Do not do what I'm doing, okay? And I've noticed that I was like, I'm gonna stop as soon as I get like multi symptoms, but I did get one tiny ulcer on my finger. Ah, of course you can. Like, why would you need to see it good? Okay. You could see mom in the background. So yeah, you can't really see it that well. So I developed that a little bit, but that's because my job is so freaking cold. Sorry. It's so insanely cold that like my hands get purple, and I've had to, I'm ready for it though this time. Before it'd be confusing, like what's wrong with me? I remember last year it happened. Like something's wrong with me, and I took a flu shot too, and it really messed me up. I should have had that time to take off, but yeah, so now I know what to do. And I warmed it up, and I only had a little bit. It would have been way worse had I not been, a black belt in, autoimmune conditions. Because I am an autoimmune black belt. I should change the name of this channel to Autoimmune Black Belt. No, that's a terrible idea. That's a good idea, actually. You might see that change coming. But yeah, so like I think that's been a big change. I told you guys about a month or two ago about a keto diet. It's hard to do keto. There's just so many like cultural influences too. Eating involves, your stomach, but also your culture, your heritage, your events, the things that you're doing, and it takes a while for my wife to start cooking keto stuff, and then she has almond flour. So what I've been doing is not really fully keto, but I've been eating a ton more meat, especially unprocessed things. So I got rid of the granola bars. I got rid of the Nutrient bars. Those are terrible. I do eat like chicken nuggets with the breading on them. Probably not good, but I'm getting rid of stuff. I'm just eating usually bananas, meat, and bananas. I know bananas have a ton of sugar, but it's way better than eating like a bunch of packed processed stuff. If you can't do keto, get close to keto. Keto sucks. Keto is no fun. It's just being hungry. a great philosopher said, "To be on keto is to hunger," and he was right. It is. It's just being keto. It's hungry, but it fixes you so well. The fix is so amazing, but you can't eat hamburgers and like French fries. That's the problem. So like at least gluten free. Get as close to keto as possible, and you'll see some changes at least. Like don't beat yourself up. Or I've been thinking more about diets lately. Like okay, maybe I'll just get rid of some stuff rather than just going completely keto because I always fail. Or I'm leaving in the morning, there's not enough time, and I have to just grab something. If I don't grab something, I'm going to be starving all day. And I work in a school with a bunch of people who need my attention like fully, and it's a lot of like mental energy. So if I don't have food, then I'm going to feel really, really like drained, unless I'm in like a good keto state where I could burn that fat oil, and I'm not there yet. So I'm getting to it. But like I said, I recorded the video first, and I'm recording over it because it isn't the car is all dark. But I said in the first video, I said, realistically, this job should make me go crazy because it's way more difficult than my previous job. But I think there's something to be said about the human connection, feeling respected, and just important, feeling like you're an important part of something is really good. And I think that's healing me. And plus, having 3 years and doing it better, I think maybe the disease has tried its best for 3 years and is, I don't know, it's kind of relaxing for a little bit before it goes even harder on me. I don't know. But I noticed that I can, walk longer. I can paint my whole house. I had to paint it for the homeowners regulations. It's just a little bit off brown color. So I've been doing a lot of things, volunteering at my church and stuff like that make me have energy. I have a 14-year-old daughter who argues with me about everything, and just doing that in a peaceful and respectful way. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, I'm an idiot for not taking my medicine, but I have made lifestyle changes that make it much more bearable, and I still do feel the effects of methotrexate. Like I never stopped. I still get the queasy stomach. I noticed I could swallow a little bit better. I still can't like whisper or use my voice like in a bunch of ranges that I used to be able to. It sucks. But I've been like running more. Running at all is like a big thing for me. My daughter left one of her things at soccer practice last week, and I ran there and ran back. It was like a 2-minute run. I did it, Before, there would be impossible to even walk that without having to stop. So that's progress, and lifting a weight, before bed sometimes. And I paint my house. It's a big ass pole that I use because it's a 3-story house. I don't want to do a ladder. I didn't feel strong enough to do a ladder, so I did the pole, and it really worked my arms. I noticed how destroyed my arms are, but I'm getting them back. So there's hope. There's always hope, and I hope anyone watching this video thinks like, oh man, my life's over. I feel that way sometimes. Maybe that's a different video, but there is hope. And if you just hang in there, the big 3 things is, feel appreciated, even if it's just you. Get out of those situations that are negative. If you're in like I feel so sorry for you if you're in a negative relationship. I'm lucky with my wife, is very supportive. She's difficult. So are my daughters and my son. But they at least, love and respect me. My son is insane. Or a job, I would say get into a job or a relationship where you feel respected. That's actually going to destroy your mental health or your autoimmune capabilities. Like, it's really important. We don't take that into consideration enough. Second thing is eating, eating right, taking care of your body. And the third thing is like keep learning about it, learn about people's experiences, follow your doctor's advice, take medicine, do what your doctor says, and then do the extra stuff, with eating or stuff. But if you're in the United States, your doctor's not going to say try keto, most likely. Probably not going to say anything other than take this super strong med. And there is a lot of truth to that. So do that in conjunction with fasting or stuff like that. And please stay safe and pray for me, and I'll pray for you guys. All right, later.